Alright guys, what's going on? We're back in the studio for yet another video. And as we all know, the Jordan 1 is not a shoe that has been very hyped as of the recent couple of years. It had its reign of terror way back when, but now, unfortunately, no one really is caring about the Jordan 1 silhouette as a whole. But today we have a Jordan 1 in hand that might very well pique your fancy a little bit. These are the Jordan 1 yellow ochres, and they did release around 2 weekends ago on Saturday. I was actually in the airport at the time of me copying this pair. I figured I could always just review it and then send it back to Nike. That is one thing about Nike. They do make it easy to return stuff, so that's very good on them. Not much to prelude the story of the shoe or anything. It's just a regular Jordan 1 colorway. So let's jump into the box right here, which is an all yellow and white colored Nike box. This is not one that we've seen before, but it's pretty typical of Jordan brand to change the box slightly depending on the colorway. On the lateral side of the shoe, it does pretty much look exactly like a Chicago Jordan 1 color blocking. You got just white, the color, and black, which is basically how the Chicagos are. In this case, it's a yellow. The camera is making the yellow out to be a little bit brighter than it is in person, so that's a bit of a disclaimer. It looks better on the camera actually. In person, it's more of a yellow, mustardy color. So we got the Black Wings logo standing proud right here. You got the black Nike swoosh, black laces laced up in the shoe, but the rest of the shoe is just that white and yellow. You got white on the toe box, you got white on the midfoot panels. Pretty typical colorway here. The white midsole does obviously pop pretty well. You got yellow on the bottom of the shoe for the outsole, which actually is not the color that gets that dirty, ironically. If I had to compare these to another Jordan 1 that came out before these, I would say they're very similar to the University Blue Jordan 1s, the suede ones that I had last year. Those are basically the exact same materials and color blocking as these. So that is something to keep in mind. That was a very good Jordan 1 too. So yeah. Diving into the quality of the materials on the shoe, it's actually pretty soft. Right there you can see it is pretty reactive to the touch. It's an all suede upper. It's going to crease pretty easily, I would say. You can already tell it's starting to crease up in the front just from me touching it. Yeah, they come pre-laced with the black laces. The other shoe does have white laces in the actual shoe itself, just in this package. So if you want those, make sure to do that. This is a little more indicative of the actual color of the shoe. I turned off the light momentarily just to show you guys that. But yeah, sizing wise, go true to size for sure. I would say that's a must. On Jordan 1s, they do fit very true to size. And if I were to compare the shoe to the taxis right here, you can see that the taxis are more of an orange and these are more of an actual mustard yellow. I would say these are more of a taxi yellow actually, and these are more like an orange, like the fruit. These are basically the exact same color as an orange fruit. So that is something to keep in mind. Depends on your wardrobe, obviously. To each their own. I would say it's a pretty good Jordan 1. I'm not going to wear it because I already have the taxis. So if you have the taxis, these are not the ones for you, obviously. But if you want a yellow shoe, keep these in mind. I think Jordan 1s as a whole are going to just keep being dead until they release those very coveted colorways like the Black Toe Reimagines. Those will obviously do good. But yeah, we got more on the way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all later. Adios.